got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I got a feeling I'm going to be playing against the Ravens, the Chiefs, the Cowboys, or the Seahawks. The Ravens, the Chiefs, the Seahawks, the Cowboys.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 43 yards.
First down. Touchdown, defense. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Here's Carson. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 35 on second down, Wilson completes it to Dixon. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
On second and 11 now. Wilson, rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And Myers able to knock it through, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he finds Cole. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Throwing on first down is Breeze. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Wilson steps away, and an alley to run. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. The 30, 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me.
I don't know what the fuck he was thinking.
Free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
I guess he was running out of plays, huh?
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
He was running out of plays.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the pick six, and decent field position and throwing that pick six, we'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Being chased out left. Open net is Jacob Hollister.
Get the fuck.
Touchdown, Seattle. Jacob Hollister, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
That was a good comeback, man.
Myers to boot it away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17.
Yeah, let's do it.
Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I know about Bobby Wagner.
Carry. It's Kamara.
I know about Bobby Wagner. Get away from him.
10 yards on the pick up there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run.
That's the best
and when
thing
you
about
see
this
that
shit.
happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze.
Why the fuck
down he goes. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State with a sack. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches.
What?
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone.
Man.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory.
Let's go, 14.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. To throw again on second down. Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
You ain't no play thing. I had to get in there.
Or
I would have ended up with 30. Yeah.
And that makes it 14-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Good shit.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City, not by San Francisco. Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, had held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. He may try and run for this. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st down, Wilson on the move to his left. And now he's going to use his legs.
He'll feel every bit of it.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this from 43. Myers' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year. Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill, no surprise there. Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congrats. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Well, that was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you? No, not at all. I think it's the right play. The exact right. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game. And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly. But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession. So that didn't bother you too much last time? No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it.
sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added: Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD. For Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Waiting. Easy, opposite. Let's go. Hey, easy. Safety crease.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Again, it's Kamara. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Here's Breeze. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, switching gears, CD, I got to tell you, it's always sad now that football's over. We've got a long wait until Thursday, September 10th.
It's okay.
I know,
it's
but
okay.
September 10th.
Misty there.
That's when the 101st season starts. We just finished off season 100. I don't know. What are we going to do till then?
Well, I'm going to rest and relax a little bit, and so are you. But you're exactly right. It won't take us long to start to say, okay, when does camp start? How about OTAs, mini camps? We'll follow the draft. We'll do all the football things, but there'll be nothing like Thursday, September 10th, 2020. And it'll likely be in Arrowhead, right? They'll likely be there for Kansas City. I know it's not a given, but after winning the Super Bowl, after a 50-year wait with that organization and that franchise and family, oh, that game's going to be there that Thursday night.
Yeah, well, in the meantime, we do have some work to do because they're still picking up the controllers out there in Madden Land, I hope.
Yeah, certainly you have to. And why wouldn't you? Because you go ahead and play now, and you figure out who's going to be in the Super Bowl in Tampa next year, and I know you're going to let us know.
To throw is Wilson, buying time to his left. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short game when he took off running.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Now Wilson forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Check 13. Check 13.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
95-56.
They start the drive on the ground, Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing is Wilson, rolling to his left. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson, after the play fake to Carson, steps away to his left. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Back to throw. Out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start. Steps away. Now he'll pull it down. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking long for Thomas. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. On the move to his left. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it's going to be 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out to his left. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw. Steps away. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. And now here is another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.
Headset.
Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Ready. 5-8, 5-8. Check. Hey, I'm coming.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Throwing on second down. Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. Thomas the intended target. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Too little, switch. Pistol.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. To throw, Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. There he goes, right side. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski
different
was an
things
interception.
for different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
47, Mike, 47. Rip left.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
He finds an opening past the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 25-yard line.
64.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. 25 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Breeze going to throw. The open man is Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Shotgun now for Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss. And they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Kamara trying to right side, and he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to a 1st down.
So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
54 Mike. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
First down, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Regular.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play. And the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense. He's got daylight. He gets it complete to Harris. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 74 yards. And once again, the Saints are back out in front.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one to make.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Myles Garrett, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Ready, yellow lady. Check.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Ready, yellow lady.
On the ground, Kamara. And he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Check 31.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. To throw is Breeze. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But now it's 3rd and goal.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
6-6, pull it high.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Working out of the gun, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, New Orleans.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll pitch it. A little juke. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
On third down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the first down. But in this case, he turned into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. On the run, this is Hunt. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Mayfield to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This could very well be 4-down territory, but right now we focus on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Punching it in from a yard away, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
From the 22, Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
No gain on the play there, second down. They run it again with Kamara. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, easy. All day, every day, any day. Check nickel, nickel. 21. He's crossing. He's checking crack.
A 10th carry for Kamara. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Here we go.
On third down, here's Kamara. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Running with Kamara. They find some open field here. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 32 yards. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Saints 24, Browns 17.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working. That means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
King.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, Delta. 47's the mic.
Mayfield with it once more. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Mayfield now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Breeze. He's going to air this thing out deep for... And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. The Browns' drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
That was some fugazi. Don't quit.
Let me find out my team ballin'. You look like you need. Rich, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin'. You look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch. I'ma shine out. Working hard. Yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on. Took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings. I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard. I can never play soft. Giant in New York. I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin'. You look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch. I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans.
Come on, fellas. Ready? Not a wolf. Mike, 27. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. To try again after the sack. Jackson, it's caught by Mark Ingram.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 17, Jackson.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And they'll get him down right around the 16. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He finds Roberts, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Jackson under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Jackson, and a pressure gets to him again. Cameron Jordan, and this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 16.
I'm coming after you. Hey, easy. Here we go. 48.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Opposite. They do go for it. It's Breeze. And Thomas has it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Even. 4 down. Even. Hey, look, 48. Look, you don't like the 48 right now. Let's go.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Set. Come waiting. 5-36. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Good.
Breeze now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Breeze will try again on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Throwing now is Breeze. He gets it complete to Harris. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Oh, big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Able to find Harris complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Breeze going to come
drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Ready?
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
To throw is Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. An 18-yard touchdown grab, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson on the move to his left. Snead's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Right there, 54 Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Hey,
now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down.
check Mike 54. Mike 54. You don't know no better.
First down, Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your... Looking to throw. Prescott. And that's Elliott. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, and he's wrapped up. Taken down, back at the 25. Cameron Jordan, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Prescott throwing complete to Cobb. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Jam, 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 jam.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And Forbath will put this one through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones?
Ted Ginn's going to go. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. So they gave up the field goal, but boom, they get it right back. Don't even worry about getting their offense on the field. They return it on the kickoff.
So I'll see your 3 points.
And raise you
6. Double it up, coming right back at them. And if that's going to be the trade all game long, someone's going to be very happy with the end result.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, his 2nd sack of the night.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. David Onyemata providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. the ground. This is Kamara. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Now Kamara. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. Breeze now. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
That's it, baby. Ready? You ready?
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-lib.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Goddard. Now a play fake here on first down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. They go play action here on first down. That'll be complete to Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That really sets him back, a loss of 6. To throw again on second down. Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. This time the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should.
He's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Caught by Cobb. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Here's Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Prescott to throw on fourth. Buying time to his left. And he's going to go down again. Cameron Jordan. And the Saints will have the football back. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Shotgun now for Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From just shy of midfield, Breeze. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Caught here by Griffin. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down. To throw, it's Breeze. Short pass caught by the tight end, Griffin. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run. This is Kamara. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The sack by Michael Bennett, the native of tiny Independence, Louisiana. Here's Breeze to throw. And that will be incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt. And now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Saints. And it won't count for 6. He's brought down, but inside the 5, 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. On 2nd and goal. Breeze, the quick slant caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Breeze going to go on 4th down. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown Saints. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And the Cowboys are able to recover, and that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that, just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Check three. 36.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Escape, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sheldon Rankins able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Cowboys cut into that lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
They go for just one here as it's up and good. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Kamara. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And Thomas has it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards, the final tally. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and goal. Breeze. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown, Saints. Traquan Smith. His
Let's go, we ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Desto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, that make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot, ayy. Man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Past the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ayy, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ayy, she want it like me, cause her like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit on my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to guard.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie.